my summer in Europe is Sardinia. I've always wanted to come here, and this trip came together very last minute. My friends, Amelia, Gabby, and I wanted to go somewhere coastal, and so we booked this lovely Airbnb literally 4 days ago and have found ourselves on the Mediterranean for a week of long chats and swims. And I'm really trying to learn how to slow down for once and find some peace and tranquility in that stillness. Sardinia. It is so spectacular here. It is a dream to be here. I've always wanted to come. And I'm here with some of my favorite people. It's just gonna be a really beautiful week working and resetting. I'm partnering up with Adobe to edit with Adobe Express this week, so stay tuned on that for later.
Driving aimlessly down an endless road. On my neck, I don't feel the pain anymore.
We got the girls.
Hey everyone.
Hey y'all. We are very excited because we're about to do a day boat trip and explore the Madalena Islands. Gabby's been to Sardinia. This is me and Amelia's first time.
So excited. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah.
My pleasure. It was one of the best boat rides I've ever done. So
I think today's gonna be epic.
yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
Until to God.
Very hard.
We are now stopping at Cala Conticho, which is where are we?
Caprera.
On the east side of Caprera.
Caprera Island.
You know, it's just a great time. The sun's beating down on me. I could nap. I might.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Driving a boat around the islands. We're gonna do a lot of bays, search for some peaks.
I'm very excited to swim to the beach. It's going to be fun. And find a little hog. Last time I was here, I saw a little hog.
You hog.
Oh,
What's your best
so-
pig
She does
sound
a
again,
good, she does a
Amelia?
good, wait, wait, wait.
This is insane. I think this might be one of the most beautiful beaches. Look at this color.
I'm in heaven. This is unreal.
It's true that my time has come. It's time to see what's past and gone. Oh, you gotta help me find a cause, one that I can call my own. Yes.
Little Gabby in the water, living her best life. So we've stopped in the very cute town of Madalena, which is, as I said, an island here off of, kind of the main coast of Sardinia. And we specifically stopped for gelato, as we do. And apparently this gelato is made by a nonna, a local grandmother. It's handmade, which we love. It's nothing like some cold ice cream after a day in the sun. Literally on the water. It's in a random area, but it's like so lovely to be here. Today was truly magical. Like, it felt like it was out of a movie. I think that beach is probably one of the most beautiful beaches I've ever been to. Like, top 3, I would say. The water was so blue and so like the perfect temperature. There's little fish swimming around, a few of my best friends, amazing location, enjoying beauty and nature, but also just like the simple things, like really great chats and swimming in the ocean, and it's just so like soul-filling. And for anyone who's following along, I'm on month like 1.5 of traveling. So far, I've been experiencing a lot of different ways of life. I've tried out city, I've tried out countryside, mountains. There's been a ton of socializing on this trip so far, and I think it's really special that, you know, you can still really find those like beautiful moments of solitude, like watching the sunset on your own or getting up a bit earlier and enjoying like the morning for yourself. I've definitely been very inspired since being here to like journal again every day. Just kind of finding those like specific practices that bring me a lot of joy, that they can still be really hard to obviously keep up with while traveling, but for me it's like journaling, a 20-minute little like morning exercise, reading, finding those things that are important to you and keeping those up while traveling. For one, allows like the travel experience to feel really natural and more like you're just living life rather than living like this really like alternative reality. I've joked that this year I'm kind of having a quarter life crisis, and this big trip is kind of me figuring out like what are the pieces of life that I find to be most important to myself and taking those and applying them to my more regular life. And you obviously don't need to travel all the way to different parts of the world to find that. If you're unable to, you can do that by mixing up your own routine. But every time I'm by the sea, it's such a reminder of how important it is to me. I'm only here for like less than a full week, so I'm really only getting to see the northeastern side. But even so, I'm kind of taking it with a slower pace, trying to boil down the days to what I have to do because I am working as I go, but finding those like simple pleasures. Today was obviously exceptional. Going on this boat ride was incredible. Highly recommend going for a boat ride if you come to Sardinia. So grateful to be here. This is such a beautiful place. It's so peaceful. Another beautiful evening here in Sardinia. Got a little bit of work done, went to a beautiful beach, and now Amelia is setting up a cute little happy hour moment for us. This has been such a special group to travel with. All of our like hours of hanging out have led to such like a depth of conversation that's been very like fulfilling and very inspiring. We talked a lot about like our creative goals, our personal goals. Definitely been journaling a lot about what we've been talking about and how I want to instill certain things in my life. It's really cool to have friends who not just understand it, but also want to like fuel that in you because they feel really passionately about living life a certain way and finding like vision and purpose in like the work and the way you live life. The girlies. Sometimes you have to be incredibly cliche.
Okay.
Never seem to get one going. Oh, won't you go with me or show me the way? I need you to guide me right out of my grave. I can't
Cheers from the gals in Sardinia. An Aussie, a California, and a West Virginia. Walk on to
The island of Sardinia.
We've been having such a lovely time that I figured I kind of just wanted to set up the camera and like just capture one of our many conversations.
This kind of 10 days, we didn't really know what we had planned, but it's just turned into like such a rejuvenating, like a much more slow week than what we've previously had.
Yeah, I feel like we've like been really good about just like letting it flow, like kind of finding places last minute, but finding places where we can relax and like find little also getting the work done because we're working as we go and helping each other with more creative visions, which in our case is like shooting mostly. So having a lot of fun shooting together, but then like enjoying the natural beauty. It's just like I feel like we found a really beautiful balance. Which is
Definitely.
really nice, and there's none of the FOMO or the desire to like have really anything more than just like beautiful beaches and like nice dinners made it like with love and like good conversation. In other places sometimes it's like I need to do a million things, but here I'm like, wow, I'm so content. Just
Yeah, we can be doing such simple things together. Waking up, having like a very slow breakfast, not doing much, maybe working, but like chatting a little bit in between, and just how much deeper friendships become because of that.
I think our best conversations happen in those moments.
Sometimes I get questions from people who are like, how do you like know if you travel well with somebody? And I think we all have like a baseline, similar values, and we have differences within that. But maybe we have like the same core goals and like interests and like have a similar routine, or maybe want to spend a similar amount of money or save a certain amount of money, or want to do certain things each day. And even though we have our differences, like those core things are the same. Like I feel like I go out a little bit more, whereas like my Gabby girl doesn't as much. But
I'm the wholesome one of the group.
She's the wholesome girl. We like kind of know what each other's different things are, but at the base level, like just have very similar goals, and everyone kind of has go with the flow personalities. It's like led to like such beautiful travel partners.
Yeah.
I wish someone had told me, I feel like when I was like in my early 20s or like 18, is that I would meet so many of my favorite people like in my mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
Because I think so many people see these friend groups like that have met in college or their first job together post-grad, and you feel so lonely because you're like, I don't have those people. And I genuinely feel I have met the most life-giving friendships at like 25, 26. Also, I feel like I've met those people by doing really out-of-the-box random things. Like I feel like I've really had to put myself out there to figure that out.
And when you find somebody, when you like leave hanging out with them, you feel better than like when you arrive, like pursue that person.
And hopefully more travels.
Stay tuned.
Us as
Love
well.
traveling.
You haven't seen The Last of Us.
Yes.
Still out here getting work done. I've been a very long time Adobe user. We're talking many years. And so I'm so excited because I am partnering up with them to talk about Adobe Express, which is an all-in-one editor, which is a dream sponsorship because I love Adobe so much. Okay, I've got my computer here to show you guys Adobe Express. So it's this amazing all-in-one editor. It truly has everything. You can make Instagram stories, TikTok video. In this case, I want to make a better outro for YouTube, so I'm gonna create from scratch. They have some amazing templates, but I want to play around here because there's some really cool features. So I dragged in an extra clip because there's this feature where you can remove the background of a video clip, which is crazy to me. I've never seen anything like this. Now I'm just gonna edit the rest of this outro clip just to add some different little features in, adding in a frame to know where the little YouTube click button will be. And I'm obsessed with this remove background feature. So I wanted to try it one more time in another video clip. It's so nice how all-in-one it is. I can really do everything I need within Adobe Express, and there's even a collab tool. And now I'm exporting and see the final product at the very end of this video. So as you can see, there's so many incredible tools within this to use to edit your different types of content, your videos, whether it be long form, short form, photos, whatever you need, Adobe Express has got you covered. So if you want to learn more for yourself, you can check out everything in the description down below. And I think it's time for a swim. It's midday and I've been working for several hours, which means it's time for another little ocean dip break. Let's go swim.
I don't know why I tried so hard to stay on your radar, in your orbit. And I know I said I didn't want it all, but I think I want it all. I think I need it all. And I really try to be just enough, not too much for you. You never know, you never know. You never know.